is the thing. I say it every season that if there is a girl that all of the other girls are saying, like, this girl isn't cool, there's something there, right? Like, I hate, like, getting on the bully bandwagon and, like, you know, I shouldn't even call it bully bandwagon, but, like, you know, to say, like, oh, Krystal's bad because nobody likes her. But usually there's something there to that. She's doing something that's rubbing everybody the wrong way. And, you know, we see a lot of it, right? Like, we see, the thing that bothered me the most about last night is that, I don't know if you guys remember, but when she was talking to Arie, she was so sincere, right? Like, she was just like, something, like, I would have believed her. No wonder Arie believes her. And she was like, oh, you know, I come from a place of love. And, like, you know, and I just feel so misunderstood, is what she said. But then, yeah, this conversation right here. And then in the very next, or this might have been at the rose ceremony conversation, but in the very next you know, frame that we see is her doing an interview with a producer and saying, like, these girls are so pathetic and they're desperate, like, look at them. And it's like, well, that's not coming from a place of love. So it's almost like I saw two, it really upset me because I feel like I saw two different people, like one version of her with Arie and one version of her with the producers. And look, I get it, editing, people get good edits on the show and people get bad edits, and that's the way it is. Like, look at Chelsea. Chelsea got a bad edit at the beginning of the season, and now all of a sudden she's getting a good edit, so we kind of like her now, right? So, you know, I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Krystal, you see the words coming out of her mouth. Like, I can't give her the benefit of the doubt
and
anymore.
She's talking about the other women, whereas sometimes when a girl or a guy gets a bad edit, they're talking about how much they like the lead, but and it's framed in a way like, I think I'm better than the other suitors.
Or they're not really saying anything bad, but there's just like dun 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 music playing in the background.
And so you're like, okay, maybe this was taken out of context, but there's no way that her words could have been taken out of context. She's blatantly calling the other girls desperate, saying that they're not on her level.
They can edit words together.
But you see her say.
But if you see her lips moving and saying a sentence,
it's
that's
not
different.
over B-roll.
If it's over, like, footage of something else. Hollywood terms.
Honestly, I never, until I started working at Extra, I never knew any of this. Like, when I was watching your season, I probably, like, wide-eyed and thought everything was happening. And
smoke and mirrors, people, smoke and mirrors.
But now I know the truth, and I want you guys to know it too.
When Krystal's being aggressive, she says, like, I'm here for Arie, and I'm going to be aggressive. Like, that's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm like, you go, girl, be aggressive, because I agree. You're there to be with the Bachelor. If you want to go steal a kiss, steal a kiss. If you have a rose and you want to get a little bit of time, I say go for it. This isn't about, like, you know,
friends.
I mean, it is. I made the best friends of my life on the show.
But that's not the sole purpose you're there.
Yeah, I mean, you want to spend as much time with somebody so you know whether or not you can get engaged to them at the end. So I say go for it within reason, but the problem is that when then the other girls started being aggressive, so it was okay when Krystal was aggressive, right? It's cool when she goes up and gets her time. But then when the other girls started being not even that aggressive, just slightly, she calls them desperate. She says that they're like little kids at a kids camp, dying for attention. And it's like, well, didn't you just say last episode that that's what you need to do to get your man? And now that the other women are doing it, it's wrong and you're calling them all these names. So I just feel like Krystal, I don't think she has an evil heart. Like, I think that she has a very good heart, and she, you know, from things I've heard from people who know her supposedly online, defending her and saying certain things. I think someone even wrote on my blog, like, I know Krystal and she has the biggest heart. She really does help the homeless and other things. I believe that. I believe Krystal's a good girl. Krystal is just very misdirected on this season.
Absolutely.
And she's not handling this very well, and maybe, you know, by saying girls are jealous of her and you know, all these things, like, she's just really handling this the wrong way. But I think she's going to watch it back and realize that and feel not so good.
I am worried for her at the Women Tell All.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna
the girls
be a
are probably
bloodbath.
going to lay into her for sure.
Want more extra? Hit the subscribe button and the bell and never miss a video.